Welcome to Book Summaries. Today, I'm excited to present the summary of a book titled, Secrets of Building a Multi-Million-Dollar Business, by Adam Koo. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and join our community group of book lovers, so you won't miss any exciting books. You can also visit our website to purchase books and support both the Book Summaries channel and the author, guaranteed to make you feel even more fulfilled. In Secrets of Building a Multi-Million-Dollar Business, Adam Koo shares the strategies that helped him build a multi-million-dollar enterprise from scratch. The best part is that you don't need to have a lot of money to invest. Nor do you need advanced degrees or years of experience. This book will teach you how to think and act like a millionaire. You'll learn how to launch a business with minimal capital, generate unique business ideas, and turn them into reality. You'll also discover how to build a talented, motivated team with a strong sense of responsibility. Now, let's dive into the summary to explore and understand the deep insights that Adam Koo conveys, helping you confidently achieve success in the future. Do you have a burning desire to build your own successful business? Do you dream of creating abundant financial resources, freedom, and lifelong security through your enterprise? Whether you are just starting out or already a seasoned entrepreneur, this book offers you the most powerful ideas and strategies to boost your revenue and profits exponentially. Chapter 1: The Story of a Millionaire Entrepreneur. If you want an ideal job with high income, you must know how to sell yourself. In interviews, if you wish to get promoted, you need to sell your ideas and skills to your boss. It's not always the smartest or hardest working people who land the right positions. It's those who can present themselves effectively to their superiors who succeed. The reason many people, even those with master's or doctoral degrees, don't become wealthy or successful is because they don't know how to sell. A striking truth dawned on me: politicians and the most outstanding executives are, in fact, the greatest salespeople, the ones who become the President of the United States, or leaders in any other country, are not necessarily the most talented individuals. They are the best at selling themselves and their ideas to those around them. To become a successful entrepreneur, you must learn how to sell your vision to your employees, your business model to investors, and your brand and products to customers. So, how can I overcome the challenges and difficulties of selling? And how can you do the same? The answer is simple: you must change your perspective on selling. At first, I held a mistaken belief that selling something meant taking money from customers. However, by turning challenges into opportunities, you can build a business model without needing any initial capital. Indeed, I only paid for instrument rentals, equipment, and the wages of the ticket sales team using the revenue from ticket sales. I also learned that opportunities to earn money in business are always around us, presenting themselves every day. Finding these opportunities involves identifying a problem or an unmet need and stepping up to solve it. Chapter 2: Success Factors of Millionaire Entrepreneurs. Studies show that around 40% of businesses fail in their first year. This figure doubles to 80% within the first 5 years. Of the 20% that survive past 5 years, about 80% still struggle to make it to their 10th year. In other words, less than 10% of businesses succeed after 10 years. Many people, looking at these statistics, tell themselves, if there is only a 10% chance of success, why even try? It's better to work for someone else until retirement, avoiding risks and failures. After all, few believe they have the talent and resilience to be among the successful 10%. However, continuing to work as an employee only provides an illusion of security. These days, Even working for the most powerful companies offers a sense of stability for only a limited time. The rapid development of modern society, increasingly shorter cycles of economic crises, intense global competition, and the collapse of powerful financial empires that had stood for over a century demonstrate that no company can guarantee stable employment or income for the next 5 years, let alone a lifetime. There is an inevitable reality from the moment you join a company. Your value as an employee declines with age. By the time you reach your 40s, the likelihood of losing your job increases significantly. Various factors contribute to this, such as when the company needs to cut costs during a crisis or undergoes a merger. One day, your boss might realize that you can be replaced by someone younger, with a lower salary, and a willingness to work tirelessly day and night for the company. Remember, even if you are a senior executive or a vice president at a multinational corporation, earning millions of dollars a year, that doesn't mean you will hold that position or salary forever. Titles and salaries can slip out of your hands at any moment. In other words, your financial security and future are in someone else's hands. Therefore, selling your labor to others is not a safe option. On the other hand, if you start your own business, you are in control of your destiny. You have the freedom to pursue your desires. And whether or not you achieve financial security depends entirely on you. Personally, I always believe that it is better to steer the course of your own life than to entrust your entire fate to someone else. Next, let's explore 2 fundamental factors that lead to success: business mindset and business skills. Factor 1. Business mindset. The first factor that distinguishes a successful entrepreneur from others is their mindset or way of thinking. After some research, I discovered a repeated truth: the owners of successful businesses think very differently from the rest. Below are the 3 most important characteristics of a millionaire entrepreneur's mindset. Mindset 1. Taking responsibility and having an ownership mentality. Successful businesses believe that if a problem arises within the company, it is because they have not done something correctly. They believe they are 100% in control of the company's success and profitability. If an issue arises with customers, they acknowledge it's because they haven't managed or cared for them properly. If revenue drops, they recognize it's due to ineffective marketing efforts. If financial difficulties occur, it's because they don't fully understand their finances. Likewise, if operational problems arise, they know it's due to poor leadership and inadequate training of the management team. If there are human resource issues, they attribute it to ineffective hiring, training, and employee retention practices. By taking full responsibility for their actions, they regain control, realizing that they, not anyone else, are the ones who generate results. Whether directly or indirectly, this means they have the ability to change the outcome. Those with an ownership mentality firmly believe that to change the world, they must change themselves first. Mindset 2. The notion of failure as the mother of success. Unfortunately, the greatest obstacle on everyone's business journey, whether starting a new company, creating an innovative product, or entering a new market, is the fear of failure. Beyond that, the feelings of frustration and helplessness when facing mistakes are the Achilles heel of most entrepreneurs. However, failures, setbacks, and disappointments are inevitable obstacles that entrepreneurs must endure throughout their journey in business and wealth creation. This is akin to a butterfly, before it can display its vibrant, colorful wings. It must first go through the phase of being an unattractive caterpillar. The process of building any successful company is, in fact, a journey filled with failures, mistakes, rejections, and bitter disappointments. How often does everything in life go exactly as planned? Along this path, those who succumb to fear will drop out, leaving only the optimistic and confident individuals who can face challenges head-on. These are the strongest people, those who know how to turn setbacks and aspirations into stepping stones for tactical changes and sources of personal empowerment. Why failure is the mother of success? The question is, why do most entrepreneurs who achieve success today have to go through a series of failures beforehand? I believe that to succeed in business, you must endure painful lessons and experiences, much like how pure white rice must undergo a painful milling process. In the world of business, such lessons don't come from books but from real-life failures. When we fail at something, we learn what doesn't work and what does. We continuously learn, draw lessons from ineffective actions, and remain ready to adjust strategies. Eventually, this process will lead us to success. Mindset 3. Continuous and relentless innovation. Have you ever wondered why 80% of companies manage to survive their first 5 years, only to fail within the next 5? The reason lies in the ever-changing nature of the market economy. Products that generate profits today may no longer be lucrative in 3 or 5 years. If you continue working the same way and assume everything will follow the same old order, you'll quickly find yourself out of the game. To be a successful entrepreneur means to innovate constantly and relentlessly. You must always strive to surpass yourself through creative improvements in business operations, marketing strategies, and brand building. In business, standing still is equivalent to dying. A company needs continuous improvement to achieve high growth. Entrepreneur Bill Gates once said, "The key to success in business is continuous innovation and rendering your own products obsolete with more advanced ones." If a business fails to do that, sooner or later, its competitors will. The second core factor leading to success in business is business skills. This is the next crucial element that helps you succeed in building a business, the necessary business skills. It can be said that the reason why a large majority of business owners fail, over 90%, is that most people start a company without knowing what to do to build and run a company smoothly. Simply put, they lack the essential skills. Nothing in reality aligns with that assumption. Many people open restaurants because of their cooking skills. They may be very good at preparing food in the kitchen but know nothing about marketing, brand building, selecting managers, or training staff. They also lack understanding of how to operate, manage cash flow, and handle accounting and countless other tasks. Therefore, their culinary skills cannot turn them into successful business owners or operators of a thriving establishment, as they might hope or assume. In summary, there are 6 important business skills that you must develop, in addition to specialized knowledge, to build a sustainable and successful company. Skill 1. Creativity and innovation. Skill 2. Developing the company's organizational structure. Skill 3. Managing and developing personnel. Skill 4. Sales and marketing. Skill 5. Managing finances. Skill 6. Developing operational systems. Chapter 3. Business ideas that bring millions of dollars. The first and most common question for those eager to start their own business is, what field should I step into? What type of business should I start? Which industry is currently the hottest? What industry offers the highest chance of success for me? First, let's address some misconceptions that may allow us to foresee the future of many companies that end up in the 80% bankruptcy rate within the first 5 years. Misconception 1. Searching for and jumping on the latest trends in the market. The problem is that chasing after the latest trends, such as bubble tea, pastries, trendy coffee shops, or spas, often represents fleeting fads. When you want to jump in, there are likely many others who want to jump in as well. Consequently, businesses that cater to these trends will spring up like spring buds, driving prices down and quickly shrinking the market share for everyone. Misconception 2. Hoping to create a breakthrough product. Many people think that the best way to start a successful business is to create a revolutionary product and carve out a new market for it. In reality, most companies that begin with such innovative products often fail. It requires a lot of time. The fundamental reason is that creating a new market for something that doesn't exist is extremely difficult. It demands a significant amount of time and a mountain of money spent on advertising to persuade customers to buy something they don't even know about and aren't sure they need. If, by chance, the product gains acceptance from many consumers, there will be cunning competitors lurking somewhere, learning from your tentative, error-filled steps, and launching a much better product to capture the entire market share and profits. Creating a revolutionary product or transforming a regular product into something extraordinary is, in fact, typically the domain of successful entrepreneurs who engage in long-established industries, providing familiar yet essential products such as food, real estate, health, education, clothing, and entertainment. The key factor that enables these companies to succeed is that they create better products or services or find more effective ways to operate their businesses compared to their competitors. In summary, rather than seeking and developing a novel product and hoping to generate high consumer demand, it is much simpler and far more likely to succeed if you leverage existing products already on the market. Then improve their designs and quality to enhance competitiveness. Next, let's explore the elements that can help you become a leader in your field. Element 1. Passion. This is the first element that helps you become the best. If it's not something you are passionate about to the point of forgetting to eat and sleep, there's no way you can focus all your time and effort on it. Thanks to that passion, the boundary between work and play becomes blurred. This is quite understandable. When you get to do what you love, you won't feel the exhaustion, nor will time seem to drag on. In reality, successful entrepreneurs view their work as a source of joy. This allows them to fully commit without worrying about time. Yes, there will be many moments, especially in the early stages, when you find yourself working tirelessly for 18 to 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, without pay, or if you are compensated, it will be insignificant compared to the effort you put in. Along with countless difficulties and challenges, unexpected situations arise to test your determination. At such times, only the burning passion in your heart will help you overcome the darkest moments, allowing you to persevere and courageously move forward. The reason many people lack the motivation and drive to succeed in business is that they think it's enough to discipline themselves to work hard, believing that if they are diligent, they will be rewarded. Then, once they earn enough money, they can wash their hands of it and do what they love. But I must emphasize that if you do not pursue what you enjoy from the very beginning, you will never have enough motivation and determination to see it through. Meanwhile, successful entrepreneurs have a completely different mindset. They must love what they do, be passionate about their products or services, and feel inspired when making a difference for their customers. Only then will success and wealth come, and they will take a break after becoming rich. However, in general, successful entrepreneurs continue to work because their jobs bring them joy. You will give up something if it doesn't bring you happiness. If your answer is no, then you will understand why so many wealthy individuals, who have more money than they can spend, continue to work. They work until they can no longer do so. Component 2. Specialized knowledge. In addition to passion, you also need specialized knowledge to become the best in your field. I understand that, regardless of the industry, to succeed, you need some business secrets or specialized knowledge that only the top people in the industry are aware of. There are two ways to acquire this specialized knowledge. The first way, you should work for one of the leading companies in that industry for a few years. Practice is worth more than theory. When you work for the best company, you will have the opportunity to engage with real industry scenarios, learn, and discover things that no teacher can explain to you. It can be said that over 90% of successful entrepreneurs have worked for others before starting their own companies or engaging in that field. The second way, this method is simpler but still allows you to gain specialized knowledge. You can hire or collaborate with someone who is knowledgeable in this area. For example, Patrick Sell did not know anything about the seminar and training organization industry when he started. At that time, he had only 2 years of experience as a management trainee at Singapore Red Holding. His success in this new industry came from collaborating with me, a person with deep specialized knowledge in this field. Element 3. Unique and sustainable competitive advantage. To become a leader in the industry, you must conduct business in a completely different way. The distinction here is not merely the name on the sign. The tricks in advertising, marketing strategies, pricing policies, or minor changes in product design. All these differences are superficial and not sufficiently unique. To prevent competitors from imitating you, you need to create a unique and sustainable competitive advantage for your company. This is the only way to differentiate yourself from all other competitors. Why do I use the adjectives, unique and sustainable? It means that this advantage is not easily replicated by competitors. So, how can you create a competitive advantage that helps you capture the largest market share and surpass your rivals? The key is to identify the most pressing problem or need that customers are facing, and then have your own unique way of addressing that problem. In other words, you need to find a way to meet customer needs that other competitors cannot fulfill, becoming the only one capable of solving all those issues. This is what will help you excel in the race. Chapter 4. Building a well-functioning company that doesn't require your involvement. So you have $1 million idea and are ready to launch it into the market, allowing it to generate abundant and stable income for you. You must learn how to turn it into a business model that can operate independently, without your participation. If the company cannot survive in your absence, you will never achieve true freedom. You will be trapped in the iron cage that you have created for yourself until death. You cannot sell the company or let someone else run it when you are away because you are its very soul. You will have to work 7 days a week, 14 hours a day, and continue this way until the end of your life. This is not a rosy picture for those who want to start a business. Nor is it what you desire. Right? If the company cannot operate without you, it will never grow. If the company cannot function in your absence, it will be like a child that grows to a certain point but stops short of becoming an adult. It is limited by a narrow time frame and your capabilities. It can only serve or provide services to a certain number of customers, and its scale will remain as a small workshop, a store, or an office. As you can see, billionaire Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, never had to step into the kitchen to make fries, blend smoothies, or do many other tasks. He spent his time mastering the company, meaning he invested time to establish an effective business model without needing to get directly involved. Once the machinery was running smoothly, he could hire the right people to replace him in running the company, allowing him to scale the business into hundreds or even thousands of branches worldwide. Running a company involves getting involved in micro-level tasks that are necessary for the daily operation of the business. These are urgent tasks needed to keep the company functioning smoothly without bottlenecks, including selling products, producing goods, providing delivery services, managing paperwork, and accounting. For example, if you open a restaurant, running the company includes tasks such as greeting customers at the door, serving tables, cooking, handling payments, accounting, cleaning, and many similar duties. While these tasks are indeed necessary, a true owner should not focus on them. The reason, even if you devote all your time and energy to these tasks, you will not be able to grow or automate the company. Doing so means you are focusing on short-term income, and the moment you stop working, you will no longer have income. When you die, the company will also die. In contrast, owning a company includes macro-level tasks, such as strategic thinking, creating a business model, and scaling this model by opening multiple branches or franchises. When you have a complete operational system, anyone hired can produce products or services of equivalent quality, regardless of which branch they belong to. This will significantly increase revenue and profit. Creating a business model and production and service processes will help you automate and scale your company. At that point, as an owner, you can be hands-off while still benefiting from profits. In the initial stage, you should aim to spend 60% of your time working for the company and 40% of your time as the owner. From the very beginning, you need to have a strategy to gradually delegate your responsibilities to employees. If you're not flush with cash, you might consider hiring freelancers, interns, or partnering with someone to share profits. This is also how I got started. After a while, you will have a stable income that allows you to hire more employees, enabling you to delegate minor tasks and focus on strategic development planning. Your ultimate goal is to concentrate over 90% of your time and energy on being in control and spend less than 10% actually working for the company. This approach is what allowed McDonald's to make a leap from a small restaurant to a powerful empire, with a chain of about 32,000 fast food outlets covering 117 countries worldwide. Indeed, from the very beginning, Ray Kroc operated differently from the McDonald brothers, the true founders of this brand. Ray Kroc never served customers or made burgers directly. However, he often picked up trash and threw it in the bin to set an example for his employees. He dedicated all his time to building a perfect business model that anyone could implement successfully. Next, let's explore the company development process. So, how can you build and grow a company into a more powerful entity without being involved as a dedicated employee? There is a detailed process to help you with this. Step 1. You must have a clear and distinct vision for the company. You need to have a comprehensive picture of the company as it develops holistically. Without a clear image, you will be confused and unable to visualize the next steps. Once you have a clear picture of the company, you need to proceed to the second step in the company development process. Step 2. This involves establishing a process for organizational development or the structure of departments within the company. This second step will help answer the question of how to develop the departments in the company so that it can achieve its highest goals. What are the most necessary steps to build the best operational machinery? To do this, you first need to draw up an organizational chart for the company. So, what departments are needed for a company to operate well? And how are they interrelated? Companies can differ in terms of type and scale of operations, but generally, all companies need 4 main departments: marketing, finance, production, and human resources. Within each of these main departments, There are smaller, essential divisions. These 4 main departments must be under the management of the executive team, represented by the CEO or the chairman. Chapter 5. Amplifying profits in business. The profit multiplication formula. Exponentially. The most frequently asked question in my consulting business is, how can I acquire more customers? How can I increase revenue? Is there a formula that successful companies are using to achieve millions of dollars in revenue and profits? Can we learn and apply this formula to any business field? The good news is the answer is yes. First, you need to know that there are 5 variables that determine profitability for any company, which are: Variable 1, the number of potential customers. Variable 2, the purchase rate. Variable 3, the average purchase amount. Variable 4, the average number of repeat purchases. Variable 5, the net profit margin. In other words, if you want to increase your company's revenue, you must focus on increasing these 5 profitability determining variables. Profit variable: increasing the number of potential customers. The first thing any company must do if it wants to increase revenue and profits is to create more potential customers. The more potential customers there are, the more opportunities for sales. The fastest and most effective way to boost potential customers is through advertising. Advertising is an investment or an expense. I believe that the most foolish advice is to link advertising spending to the revenue of the previous month or year. This is unreasonable. This is because it means that if revenue decreases, you have to cut advertising spending. And reducing the budget for advertising will directly decrease the number of potential customers, leading to further declines in revenue. When revenue drops, it means you need to strengthen your company's presence so that more people become aware of you, which means you must increase advertising spending. Of course, everything has a limit. After a while, that advertisement will gradually lose its effectiveness because people will find it too boring, and profits will decrease. So, what will marketing experts do? They will continuously experiment with new advertisements and new promotional programs to ensure that advertising investments always achieve high and positive results. Here are some strategies to help you increase the number of potential customers that you need to know and understand to help your business succeed. Customer acquisition strategy. Potential. Write advertisements that attract thousands of responses and generate millions of dollars in revenue each year. Step 1. Understand customer psychology. Before writing any advertisement for newspapers, flyers, or emails, you need to grasp the mindset of your target market. What fascinates young people is clearly very different from what appeals to housewives. When you understand what they think, you can sell to them in the way they want. There are 2 things you need to understand about market psychology. Goal 1. You need to understand the problems, pain points, or biggest fears of your customers. Goal 2. The greatest desires and objectives. Step 2. Know your unique competitive advantage. Once you have a handle on the psychological needs of your target market, you need to clearly understand what your unique competitive advantages are. Your product may have many benefits, but you need to focus on and fully exploit the benefits that customers value the most. For example, the unique competitive advantage of Express is delivering within 24 hours. This is the main benefit that helps them surpass their competitors because it addresses the biggest problem that customers face with traditional postal services: packages being sent out over several days. The greatest desire of customers is to have their packages delivered as soon as possible, ideally the next day. Strategies for increasing customer acquisition potential. The power of free gifts. Advertising is one of the most effective and quickest methods to increase a company's potential customer base. One of the secrets to enhancing the appeal of advertising and reducing the cost of acquiring customers is offering free and non-binding gifts to clients. Here are some examples of free gifts that can be used across various business sectors. Training centers offering educational DVDs and books. Lawyers providing 1 hour of free consultation. Companies hosting seminars organizing free workshops. Auto repair shops giving free car washes. And bakeries offering free pastries. Customer acquisition strategy 3. Word of mouth advertising. The greatest thing about this strategy is that people generally trust recommendations from friends more than fancy words in advertisements. As a result, the success rate is higher, and you can also control the customer acquisition costs by setting a predetermined budget for gifts. Customer acquisition strategy 4. Create strategic partnerships. The final potential customer acquisition strategy is to collaborate with other companies that share the same target market. This is because these companies already have a list of potential customers for you. Instead of jumping into the river and catching fish one by one, you can go to a fish farm and use a net to catch a whole tank of fish at once. Chapter 6. How to generate millions in revenue and profit. Turning prospective customers into actual customers. Once again, we need to reiterate this truth. Having a good product and potential customers is still not enough, as neither factor guarantees that they will buy from you. People, in general, tend to hesitate and procrastinate before purchasing expensive items or those with intangible value, such as insurance and education. If you want customers to buy your products, you need to learn ways to lead them into an enthusiastic shopping mindset and prompt them to make quick decisions. Of course, there is a principle. We must ensure that our product or service genuinely provides benefits to the customer. It would be meaningless to sell refrigerators to an Eskimo living in the Arctic. The first thing we need to do is measure the purchasing rate among 100 customers who call or visit your store. How many actually make a purchase? If your company operates under a direct sales model, how many sales are converted after a salesperson meets with 100 customers? Here are some strategies that will help you quickly increase your purchase rate. Strategy to increase purchase rates. Build good relationships with customers. Potential customers are often hesitant at first, so before convincing them to listen and buy your products, you must establish a relationship with them. Building a relationship is the art of making customers feel that they can trust you. In other words, you need to make them think that you understand them and their needs. The best way to bridge the relationship gap is to offer a genuine smile and greet customers in a friendly manner, as you normally would when guests come to your home during Tet, Lunar New Year. Introduce yourself by giving them your full name, and if they later share their name with you, repeat their name whenever possible. Hearing someone else call their name is the sweetest sound to each of us. However, the most effective way to build trust is to show customers that you understand their issues or frustrations. It is important to truly grasp the customer's psychology and pinpoint their concerns. Doing so is as effective as scratching the right itch. They will feel as if they have found a lifeline. You can do the same with your company's flyers or advertisements. Start by demonstrating that you understand the problems and challenges they are facing. Strategy to increase purchase rate. Know how to ask questions and listen. Asking the right questions is the best way to build relationships and understand customer needs. The biggest mistake that salespeople often make is to immediately brag about their product or company. This is the fastest way to drive customers away. Customers do not need to know how good your product is. They only care about their own problems and how to solve them. When you ask questions, customers will realize that you care about them and are willing to listen to their needs. Focus on questions that allow you to explore the customer's issues, frustrations, unmet needs, goals, aspirations, and desired outcomes. Once you understand their current feelings and objectives, you can show them how your product will help them solve their problems and achieve the desired results. Strategy: increasing purchase rates, guiding customers into the right emotional state. A skilled salesperson knows how to lead customers through various emotional states that can motivate them to make a purchase. There are 3 emotional states that influence buying behavior: excitement, desire, and fear. You need to make customers feel excited about owning the product. They must visualize and feel all the incredible benefits that item brings. At the same time, you must instill a sense of fear that if they do not make a purchase, they will miss out on these benefits and lose a great deal. Strategy: increasing purchase rates, selling to customers based on the living values. The emotions that drive our purchasing decisions are referred to as living values. Although everyone buys a car to enjoy comfort and convenience, each of us ranks these emotions or living values quite differently. For example, many people rush to buy a Mercedes because it makes them feel luxurious. They purchase insurance for the sense of security it brings. And they also buy to avoid painful or uncomfortable feelings. For instance, many buy insurance to avoid feelings of insecurity and uncertainty. And they purchase cars to escape the discomfort of using public transportation. The best way to understand their living values is to ask them, what is the most important thing for you when choosing a car? Increasing the average purchase amount. Why is McDonald's the most successful and profitable fast food chain in the world? Even though their hamburgers are not the tastiest, it's because their marketing and distribution strategy is so flawless that it's beyond reproach. All McDonald's employees are thoroughly trained to maximize the average purchase amount from each customer. If you visit the nearest McDonald's and ask to buy a cheeseburger, you'll see this clearly. First, they will kindly ask if you want to purchase a meal for $6. If you agree, they will then ask if you'd like to upgrade to a larger size for just an additional 50 cents. When you nod in agreement, will they stop there? No, they will smile and ask if you want to add a slice of pie for $1. Not to mention, they also sell toys, so they will suggest you buy a few cute and fun toys for just a couple of dollars. So, you walk into a restaurant with the intention of buying a $6 cake. But in the end, you spend $10 or even more. And you feel happy about it. This amusing story shows you that not only does McDonald's make more money, but they also know how to create more value for their customers. One way to increase the average spending is by advising customers and suggesting items they might need. If you want to build a successful company, you need to focus on how to create the greatest value for your customers and the highest revenue for your company. Retaining existing customers and enticing them to return is crucial. The biggest mistake most small businesses make is focusing only on attracting new customers while assuming that existing customers will automatically return. They are unaware of the average repeat purchase rate of their customers, and they lack methods to ensure that existing customers will come back to buy. Successful companies do not just think about the revenue from the first sale to a new customer. They consider what they will earn from that customer over at least the next 5 years. Therefore, they allocate their resources wisely, consistently dedicating 40% of their marketing efforts to retaining existing customers and using the remaining 60% to attract new ones. Regardless of the industry your company belongs to, you must adopt this mindset regarding existing and new customers. Here are 4 strategies to help increase the average number of repeat purchases. Strategy 1. Maintain regular contact. Strategy 2. Remind customers to make purchases. Strategy 3. Provide customers with unforgettable experiences. Strategy 4. Create a loyalty program. Chapter 7. Building a strong team. What makes a great company? The answer is very simple. It's the amazing people. A company can only succeed when its employees are successful individuals. A company achieves international stature only when its employees have a world-class work ethic. Put the right people on board before deciding where to drive. A good employee does not need constant supervision or reminders from their superiors. They are proactive individuals who know how to motivate themselves. Always strive to showcase their full potential and deliver the best results. Conversely, if there are unsuitable individuals in the company, no matter how insightful your vision or how great your plans are, you will never be able to build a company of significant stature. A good vision without capable people to execute it is like a spaceship without a launch engine to reach outer space. Next are 5 steps to help you build a dream team that can lead your company to ultimate victory. Step 1. Determine the necessary and sufficient criteria for each position. The right person must possess both talent and passion. Of course, everyone wants to recruit individuals who are smart enough to think quickly and make sound decisions. They must have the knowledge, abilities, and skills required for their positions. In this sense, the person you want to entrust with marketing responsibilities should be keenly aware of customer psychology, know how to develop effective advertisements and promotions, and understand various media channels. These are the specific traits we refer to as talented individuals. However, equally important is having a good heart. A person with a good heart is truly passionate about their work and does not prioritize personal interests. A dedicated teacher yearns for nothing more than to share knowledge and help their students improve. Step 2. Search for and attract talented and dedicated individuals. To recruit talent, you need to do the following: advertise job openings in newspapers, on radio, or on job recruitment websites. However, be prepared to sift through hundreds or even thousands of applications that do not meet your standards. Regularly attend activities and events related to your industry to expand your network and meet competitors, letting them know that you are hiring talent. Recruit graduating students from top universities in the country, selecting only the most talented and passionate individuals. Attract experienced talent from large companies with equity compensation or a share of profits. Step 3. Select and evaluate. Step 4. Place individuals in the right positions. It is a fact that you may recruit people who are both talented and dedicated. But if you place them in an unsuitable position, they will not be able to showcase their best abilities and provide the highest value. A good coach always understands the strengths and weaknesses of each player to assign them to positions such as forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers. If a player is not fast but has skill in kicking and catching the ball, he may be a poor midfielder but an excellent goalkeeper. Step 5. Help employees maximize their potential. The final step is to help employees fully realize their potential by creating a culture of success and reinforcing it through training and coaching. Once you have selected individuals who possess both passion and talent, the next task is to train them in your company's unique way of working. A large enterprise invests significant time in ensuring that new employees absorb the company's culture of success. These employees are guided to adhere to specific standards of values, beliefs, and principles in order to succeed within the company. Remember that every talented employee you hire is a profitable asset for your business. If you recruit a salesperson with a salary of $3, you need to consider how much profit that individual can generate for the company. If that person can bring in $4.500 in profit, it means that your return on investment is 50%. Chapter 8. Managing Money Well. Money is the lifeblood of your company. Although we should all enter business with a desire to do what we love and make a difference for those we serve, from that perspective, money can still be overlooked. This is an issue we always need to manage and pay proper attention to in order to achieve success. However, a company without money is like a person without blood or a car without fuel. It is a crucial resource that a company needs to realize its full potential. You may have unique ideas, a talented team, fantastic products, and a promising market. Nevertheless, without proper financial management, none of your goals can become a reality. One of the foundations that helps my company succeed in achieving annual revenue and profit targets is that we monitor revenue, not just monthly or weekly, but hourly. When items are sold at the cash register, a message is sent to the product manager and my CEO within an hour. Within 3 hours, these figures are entered into the company's accounting system, and my CEO reviews those revenue reports for all business units weekly. If sales do not meet the weekly target, we will consider changing our strategy and take immediate action to implement necessary improvements. We can run more advertisements, develop new marketing channels, introduce special promotional programs, motivate sales staff to work harder, and do whatever it takes to increase sales. Thank you for visiting Summary Book to explore this wonderful book. As a reader, I never thought a summary could replace reading an entire book. And this is true for this particular book as well. There are many interesting things conveyed in Summary Book. See you again with future articles. Summary Book. Wishing you success.